Good evening, everyone. Along with Warner Wolf, I'm Stu Mahan, and we welcome you to a most unusual event. For the first time ever, West against East in professional sports.
What about father and son for the first time ever in Clash of the Movie Icons? That's right, it's Creed versus Creed. In one corner, the great Apollo Creed. He's the flamboyant boxer from the Rocky films, played by none other than Carl Weathers. He's a tough but agile boxer who is, as the series begins, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. The character was inspired by real-life champion Muhammad Ali, having the same brash, vocal, and theatrical personality. The film's writer and star Sylvester Stallone also added that the character is loosely based not just on Ali, but Sugar Ray Leonard, Joe Louis, and Jack Johnson, all considered greats for their day. Apollo Creed was great, and gosh, was he intense.
Get it, go and get it, go and get it, go and get it, go and get it, these are, go and get it, these are, get it, these are.
In Rocky, Creed essentially cleans out his division of serious challengers. The few remaining ones are either injured or unavailable, and he generously decides to fight the local journeyman Rocky Balboa for a fan spectacle, as well as a symbol of fighting a man with an Italian background on the country's biggest birthday. In the film and its sequels, Balboa and Creed find themselves basically evenly matched in the ring, ending up as friends by the third Rocky movie. By Rocky IV, retired for about 10 years and in his 40s, Apollo returns to the ring in an exhibition bout against Ivan Drago. And we all know how that ended up. And in the other corner, Adonis Donnie Creed, the illegitimate son of the late and former champion Apollo Creed, which was the result of an affair by the former heavyweight champion and a woman with the surname Johnson. Donnie spends the first several years of his life in foster care in juvenile hall, until he is subsequently adopted by Marianne Creed, Apollo's widow. As an adult, he pursues a lifelong dream of becoming a professional boxer, and then he goes to Philadelphia and convinces his late father's friend Rocky Balboa to train and mentor him. And much of what we see from Donnie is a troubled youth, someone trying to find himself, and he's definitely full of angst.
Kill it, right? Here, kill it, right, little dude? Where was you at when I was in group homes, huh? You miss a meal? Nah. Which one of your killers in here next? You pick them. You pick who's next.
Ha! Millennials. What are you gonna do? So today in Clash of the Movie Icons, it's Apollo Creed versus his son Adonis Creed. It's Clash of the Movie Icons. Apollo Creed is a physically gifted boxer. He stands at 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighs in at a muscular 221 pounds. He has fought 49 professional fights, 48 wins, with an incredible 47 of them by knockout. He has 1 loss and no draws. Now if you're all thinking, hey, wait a second, he lost his title to Rocky in Rocky II, and then he lost to Ivan Drago in Rocky IV. Now remember, the loss to Drago was considered an exhibition bout, and it is not recognized as a real defeat due to it being an exhibition. I point out all of Apollo's fights were in the heavyweight division. Adonis Creed is also a great athlete. He is 6 foot even, and his weight fluctuated between 175 to 214 pounds. He fought 26 times, winning 25 of them. Of those 25 victories, he has 24 KOs. He has 1 loss on his resume. Unlike his father, some of Adonis's fights were in a lighter weight class than the heavyweight division. Tale of the tape. You can't argue with statistics. Apollo Creed was bigger, taller, weighed more, and was in the heavyweight division throughout his whole career. Where Adonis, I'm not taking away anything from him from a boxing skill perspective. Adonis was in a lighter weight class and then promoted himself to the heavyweight division much later in his career. Also, look at the body of work. Apollo Creed had many, many more fights and had much more experience than Adonis Creed. So for me, this round is easy. The tail of the tape, and round 1 goes to...
I want all of Philadelphia. I want all of America. I want the whole world to see me destroy this man after 2 short rounds. Because after this fight, he's going to have to donate what's going to be left of his body to science, but there won't be much. That I can guarantee you. But this time you all will see the real Apollo Creed. The whole world's going to see the real Apollo Creed. Lightning fast and hard to catch. No playing, no jiving, just business. Apollo Creed will provide the ultimate gala spectacle in front of this man's home crowd. I'm gonna drop him like a bad habit. Come November, you're mine.
Isn't Drago a little inexperienced to be in the same ring?
Well, you know, some folks got to learn the hard way. You don't really think you're gonna whip me, now, do you? That's right. Because lose and lose royally, he's gonna do. Well, I've been with the best, and I beat the best. I've retired more men than Social Security. You put that heavy bag with eyeballs in the ring with me, and you're gonna see the meaning of pain. I came here to talk about a friendly exhibition bout till Comrade Big Mouth. You get that fake chump in the ring right now. Anything but hurt, just let that chump go. All right. Said what I feel. We'll finish this in the ring. You understand? We're gonna finish this in the ring. Look, you just shut up. And all these puppets that you brought with you history, chump. You history.
How did I do? A little loud for my taste, but good. Oh yeah, very good.
And now let's take a look at Adonis Creed's psychology.
The fight starts in about 2 minutes. As soon as he shows up, he's gonna start on you, okay?
My father worked on the docks. His father was heavyweight champion of the world. People like Silver Spoon over there.
You don't know nothing about me.
I know enough about you.
I'm here now, though. I'm here now.
Here. You a false Creed.
All right, I'll show you right now. My pops ain't here.
I did it right now. We do it right now. We do it right now. Keep it down.
You're much smaller than your father.
Come on, my pop. Hey, we can do this right here, bro. Hey, you can't help me tomorrow. You hear me? Get out behind that ring. You stay there. All you doing is talking, homie. Your pops can't protect you, you feel me? Don't talk about my father. Don't turn your back on me. You in my house, homie.
It's pretty clear to me, and I hope it's clear to you too, that in terms of psychology, emotional intelligence, gamesmanship, Apollo Creed had it. It looked like he was completely losing it, but at the end, look how controlled he was when he asked Rocky, hey, how did I do? So this guy knew exactly what he was doing. He was not a loose cannon. Whereas, unfortunately, his son Adonis, he was the reactor. He reacted. He wasn't proactive. He was always reacting to what the other guy was saying. And he wasn't looking too good about it. So he walked into his fights with a psychologically disadvantage. So for me, this round of psychology, round 2, it goes to... Apollo Creed was classically trained as far as boxers go. He trained really hard, using the heavy bag, skipping rope, hand-eye coordination with the speed bag. He intensely trained on the double end bag for target practice and timing. And of course, sparring partners resembling his upcoming opponents. The poor guys.
So get me another one, all right?
Come on, you gotta ease up on these sparring partners.
You just get me another one.
Adonis Creed also trained like a classic boxer, using the speed bag, hitting them boxing mitts, and running, albeit through a desert.
This is old school. You should be able to grab one of these birds.
30 seconds?
Ended up in New York City. Dream.
But Creed Jr. totally took training to the next level, using old school techniques like chasing the chicken. I said chasing the chicken.
It's pretty good. Chickens are slowing down.
Yep, Adonis's training was unorthodox. Look at what he's doing right here. Or right here, with monster truck tires. He hits a heavy bag made of tires, crazy neck exercise, and more running in the hot desert, of course. Basically, Adonis Creed took on punishment during training to get ready for his matches. Yep, I'd be soaking in an ice bath too. Both father and son are in tremendous physical condition. They are elite. Apollo Creed used training methods accustomed to that time that he was training in the late 70s and early 80s, where Adonis, this guy was an animal. I mean, he was trained by Apollo Creed's trainer's son, Little Duke, and he was also trained by Rocky Balboa. These guys were always in crazy good shape. Just look at the crazy stuff he did. I mean, I think it's evident that he took it to the next level, on top of what boxers normally do. So, for this round, I'm going to give it to Little Creed. Although this would be an intriguing fight because it is father versus son, I honestly don't think it would be close. I think Apollo Creed would beat his son, and he would beat him soundly. I don't think that Adonis would go the distance. Again, if you look at round one, he's bigger, he's got a longer reach, he weighs more, he's a heavyweight. If you look at the quality or breadth of their work, Apollo had many more fights, all in the heavyweight division, which is considered the elite division in the boxing world. And as far as Adonis Creed goes, I think in the movie his first 15 or 16 fights are in some old club in Mexico, so the quality of opponents is not even there. I mean, at the end of the day, Adonis didn't fight Rocky Balboa, Apollo Creed did. And Apollo Creed, if you remember, it was revealed in Creed that they had a secret third fight at the end of Rocky III. And guess who won the rubber match? That's right, it was Apollo Creed. So, it's 2 rounds for Apollo Creed. I gave 1 round to Adonis Creed for the training. But at the end of the day, the clash of the movie icons, Creed versus Creed, this one goes to...
the master of disaster, the one and only Apollo Creed.
So, that's another episode of Clash of the Movie Icons in the books. What's your suggestion? Do you have one? Who would you like to see me analyze going up against each other? It's time for me to go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya!